Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a super useful trick in Google Sheets that will help you simplify your formulas and make them much easier to read, especially when you're working with calculations that use the same value over and over. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to use the let function to name variables inside your formulas. We're going to walk through a real-world example using a simple tax calculation, so you can see just how powerful this can be for your own spreadsheets. Let's dive right in. I've got a sample list of fruit products in column A and their prices in column B will also need a tax rate. Let's say 12%, which I've entered in cell C2. Our goal here is pretty straightforward. For each product, we want to calculate the final price, including tax. Now you might think the easiest way is just to use a basic formula, right? Something like B2 times 1 plus the tax rate. And that does work. But when you have to reference that tax rate in multiple places or your formula gets longer and messier, it becomes so much harder to read and update. That's where the let function really shines. So let's set this up. Click into cell D2 right next to the first product. Here's the formula we're going to use. Equals let price B2 tax rate $2 price 1 plus tax rate. Let me break this down and explain what's happening at each piece. First, inside the parentheses, we're assigning some names. Price is now a variable that means whatever is in B2, that's the price of the product on this row. Tax rate is a variable that grabs the value in C2, our tax rate. Notice the dollar signs there, that locks the reference, so as we drag this formula down the column, it always looks at C2 for the tax rate, not somewhere else. After those variables, we put our actual calculation. So we're telling Google Sheets, take the price, multiply it by 1 plus the tax rate. That gives us the price with tax included, exactly what we want. This might seem like a few extra steps compared to just typing B2 1 plus $2. And you're right, for super short equations, it's not strictly necessary. But here, why let is such a game changer? Imagine you had to use that tax rate 10 times in a really complex formula, or you wanted to rename B2 to something more meaningful. With let, you define your variables once at the start, and then use those names throughout the formula, making it so much easier to understand later or edit without hunting down random cell references. When you're ready, press enter, and you'll see the new calculated price show up. All that's left is to drag the formula down to cover each product. Don't worry if Google Sheets takes a second to catch up, that's normal when working with formulas over a larger list. Just for comparison, you could have written equals B2 1 plus $2 in D2 and dragged it down. It works and gives you the same result. But as your formulas get bigger, let starts to really improve performance since it only evaluates each value once instead of repeating the same calculation multiple times. Plus, it keeps things tidy and understandable, especially if you hand the spreadsheet off to someone else. So that's the basics of using the let function to name variables in Google Sheets. It's quick to set up, super handy for multi-step calculations, and it just makes your formulas look so much more professional. If this tutorial helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment if you have any questions or want to see another example. And don't forget to subscribe for more handy Google Sheets tips and tricks. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.